All right, Capricorn, welcome into your reading. Let's see what the energies hold for you the second week of December. Let's see what kind of crazy you guys are getting into. And please don't tell me you're scheduling your crazy, okay? All right, what is the situation for Capricorn? Because those of you who are actually here watching Tarot, you know you playing God laughs. Meaning, spirit is going to spirit. All right, the Empire and Ace of Pentacles. Well, the Empress and the Ace of Pentacles. I take it back. You are planning your fun. You are planning your life. What you're doing is you're creating an empire. All right. Obviously, you know your worth and your value. Obviously, you're looking vibrations to match at that level and equally will be matched. Here's the craziest part of all. See, with the Empress, which tells me you're creative, you're bringing something into this world. Some of you, it's literal, where you're pregnant or you're bringing a child into this world. But with the Ace of Pentacles, I digress. That's a brand new job. Solid new start. Others of you, yes, maybe it's a solid new relationship. But it's new. All right. And you're doing this with grace, demure, and ease. Now, with that said, you're being demure. Let me say it correctly. You have a lot of boundaries. You're very vulnerable here, right? You're very guarded because I see this. I also see how hard you're working, but you're also fucking tired too. But you're going back and forth here with somebody. You're just doing slow and steady, winning the race. But then that just, I don't know. Let's see what's going on here. So that's a brand new job or a brand new solid relationship. It's something solid. It's in your 3D world. It's not fantastical. It's not in the it's not in the 5D. It's not imaginary. It's take it to the bank and cash it. Okay? Now, what's coming in for my Cappies, please? Three of Wands, Six of Swords, Four of Swords. And the Hierophant. Okay. You're waiting for something or someone. You're waiting for your ships to come in, but meanwhile, you're getting on a ship and leaving. You're mentally disengaging and saying goodbye. That's crazy and chaotic. I'm going to something smoother and easier. Okay? And as you do this, you heal. But you are waiting for something, a response from someone or something. We'll see more when we clarify. I don't want to say too much more because the energies I'm picking up from that, it can be from something that's traditional, which is your career or your marriage or your commitment to someone or your commitment to something. You feel stuck or you felt stuck. You were trying to be open-minded by seeing it from another perspective, but then you got defensive, which ended up working on your behalf. Let me tell you something. You guys have the gift of gab. You know exactly what to say, when to say it. But it's not like it's not well-deserved either, Capricorn. So let's be real. But for you, let me see what's going on because I don't know if this feels like chaos to you, but it's not. It's like smooth chaos. What is it that Capricorn doesn't see coming in their way? Because what I'm seeing here between all the elements, it's basically doing something and then thinking about it. Doing something and then thinking about it. Oh shit, what's that? Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Either that's like you turning away a company or a job that pays you very, very well, or it's marriage. Or a commitment gone to shit. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Gone to shitskiville. I'm sorry. And there you are being defensive or resisting some kind of bullshit. You are going to take some kind of leap of faith and a risk though, Capricorn. You're going to say to yourself, I don't give a shit what's lined up. I got to get out of this hellhole. Because look what you're already doing. As you leave, because I don't know if this was chaotic or nuts for you, you start to heal. You start to manage much better. Moreover, some of you have this dual situation going on in your life. It's like you get this new job and then you leave this other thing behind and you just go forward, right? Others of you, maybe it's a solid new relationship as you leave another. What's the advice here for Capricorn? I can see why you have so many boundaries and why you're emotionally guarded. I mean, because of this, right? This sometimes feels like a failure. But you know what? It takes two to tango. So it's not all on you, Capricorn, okay? Remember that. But I see that you feel like this wounded warrior with the bandage on your head. And you're saying to yourself, honestly, if you come near me right now, I'm going to bat you off with a stick. I got to recoup. Some of you are just dealing with some stuff. Some of you are also having some challenges or arguments in regards to a third-party situation. That's coming to a very, very end soon. Very soon to an end. I don't know why I'm getting tongue-tied. But for your advice, the Two of Wands says that you should be going off and doing the new thing. Look out the door. Look into the horizon. What do you see there? That's where you should go. Why should you do that? Because something is no longer emotionally serving you. How is it not emotionally serving you? You're getting breadcrumbs, or it feels like somebody's either constantly begging you for attention or it's the other way around. Your advice, though, here is saying, yes, go do the new thing. Make that choice, walk through the thresholds, get a step in. Leave the thing that's no longer emotionally serving you because your cups are dry. You ran out of juice. You ran out of battery. How much love can you dispense? How much hard work can you dispense? How much of you can you dispense before you lose yourself? Or your other essence, like your love, or even your finances and your stability. Six of Pentacles, maybe you might need to... The frame of mind here is that this is for me the beggar's card. So in advice position, sometimes I feel like it's kind of saying we have to be considerate, right? We have to consider the other person and the other situation. We'll see why that's there when we clarify, but let's go ahead and see what the outcome of the week is telling us. What's the outcome of the week for Capricorn? Page of Swords, you're stalking, or you're trying to do some homework here. Page of Swords. I don't know if you're thinking like this is your due diligence party, going out, looking at social media, asking friends about the other person, if you made the right choice or decision, or if you should go back, or whatever it is that you're thinking about, or you're scoping out resources, but that's what you're doing. All right. So let's go ahead and start clarifying and see what's going on, at least for the second week of December. I'm sure these energies are going to transmute and change as you go, especially with an Ace of Pentacles. But be mindful, aces are what you make of them, right? You got to still hustle them. Not that you wouldn't, but Ace of Pentacles and Empress, please. Or I don't know, maybe you would. Oh. Let's see what goes on here for you, Capricorn. You had a passionate new beginning, right? And then there was an ending here, perhaps with a lover. And it was casual, it was flighty, and maybe it ended, but you were still holding on to it. So is it possible that somebody here is now offering it to be solid? Others of you, it could be some business partner that you need, but not necessarily like love. You had a falling out, but now it's like you were still holding on to them or hanging on to them. But look at this. This is in and out. This is casual. This is I come for fun and I leave, because you, Capricorn, had an ending that you're still holding on to. So this plays in a couple different ways, and there's thousands of you out there, so each of your camps, this is the common thread. Ending, holding on to what? Having a passionate new beginning with somebody, but keeping it light and fluffy like an affair. The Lover's right there. I can see that. That's not your spouse. Okay? Another camp for you guys is, maybe this was the Lover when you had a passionate new beginning with somebody and you didn't let them go. And now you have a solid new start here potentially with them. Won't resonate with everybody because I'm sorry, it's just so specific. Now, what is the Six of Swords and the Four of Swords and the Three of Wands? The Fool and Temperance, Aries, Sag. I saw Taurus over there. You're really trying to temper yourself. But you're also simultaneously saying to yourself, you know what? I'm going to take a leap of faith and a risk and just bounce. I don't give a shit what's lined up. I really don't. But your subconscious is still waiting for somebody or something. And obviously I can see because of a broken heart. This is profound pain. This is profound sorrow. And this is what you're tempering yourself. This is why you're being patient. This is why you're trying to balance yourself here. But you're saying, I got to leave to heal. Because if I don't, this thing is going to eat me alive. But what are you waiting for? What's the third party? You're trying to close a chapter out, and it's rough and tough. You're definitely going to a solid new start, I'll tell you that. Or at least there's a huge offer there. Why is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, please? Wheel of Fortune. Your life is not stagnating anymore. It's moving forward. Despite the fact that some relationship is ended. Right? Wheel of Fortune is here. Six of Cups. Yes. Goodbye to the past. I mean, fond memories. Very happy. You're thinking about them and all that. But the Wheel of Fortune is telling you, I have triggered all of this for you, Capricorn, because you needed to move forward. Your life was stagnating. It wasn't moving. It wasn't shifting. It wasn't changing. It was just, you weren't growing or evolving as a human being. So what you want to do as a 40-year-old or a 50-year-old or a 60-year-old or a 70-year-old is not the same exact shit as a 20-year-old or a 30-year-old or a 40-year-old. So if you're 60 and 70, you have to evolve and be a different person than you would have been when you were in your 30s or 40s or even your 20s. You know how it rolls. So in order to adjust into the new version of you, certain things have to roll forward. Some things just expire. Some things just flow away. That thing you desire, it not coming to you is a stroke of luck. I didn't say that shit. Dalai Lama did. Because why? Your inner peace is the most valuable thing you can attain. And from your inner peace, you have clarity and you can make life choices and decisions where eventually it leads to your not only benefit, but your happiness. The moon is back here. There's things going on behind the scenes. This is part of it. Trust that this is a lucky card because it's ruled by Jupiter, a benefactor. Wheel of Fortune, that is. Look at this. What you don't know is that there's a fresh new start in love, friend. And so the wheel turns. Doesn't say dusty, musty, and crusty, and rusted. It moves. Changes. All right? What is the Two of... That's why you're getting the Two of Wands. Choose you. Choose your future. Choose the new thing. Leave the thing that no longer emotionally serves you. I know this shit has been up and down and round for the last few years for you, Capricorn. It's time. Eight of Cups. Six Pentacles. Two of Wands. Advice. It's time to manifest that real future. Forget the guilt and the regret and the spilled milk. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Turn around and look at the abundance you have. That's your new life. Those 2 cups. Start working with that. Okay? Because the guilt and regret stuff gets you nowhere. 6 of Wands. Having some success here. Having some acknowledgement. Public acknowledgement. Okay? And 6 of Swords. Emotionally or mentally, actually, disengaging and going to something smoother, easier, more comfortable. And how do you do that? Detach. Leave. Do the new thing. These are all 6s. And you need to defend your position and just resist the bullshit. You're on the right path. You're on the right track. Do not stop. Just go. Okay? I'm looking at a couple 6s here in your advice. 6s come after the 5s. We go from ace to 10, right? The 5s are the most challenging cards in the deck. The 5s talks about the blocks, the obstacles, the fighting, the arguments, the mental jungle we got in our head of what we need to decide to do, the guilts, the regrets, the competitions in life, all the struggle stuff, the feeling left out in the cold, financial worries. Those are the shittiest cards in the deck. The 6 is the recovery. It's after the fact. And your advice is like, you want to recover? Here are some steps. All right, what is the Page of Swords, please? Clarify. Are you looking for a reconciliation here with somebody? Because I'm going to tell you something. You're looking for some kind of good news or good luck or reconciliation. I don't know with who that is, though. Because clearly you might have been dealing with 2 people. Let me see what we're going to read about in the extended for the those who are here. It's about love for the extended readings, by the way. We go into your person. Thoughts, feelings, and all of that. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. We will get into that, but this goes right along the lines of the Wheel of Fortune. All right, and yeah, see, you deserve love. You were dealing with some shit that was not that it was beneath you or below you, but you were just like some oiled robotic machine just going with 0 love. All right, I'm going to pull a card from Spiritual as Fuck. Yes, every time the curse word flies out, it is cringy, Capricorn, but it is there. So there's an element of truth in these cards. Capricorn. Too many, friend. Something here wants to tell me wants to be right there. Capricorn. There you are. There you are. I knew it was a few of them wanted to come out. People aren't ignoring you, love bug. People are busy as fuck with their lives. The way to stop feeling ignored is to get busy with yours. Take up knitting if you have to. Get into it. No one's ignoring you. They probably just reading or something. Go read. The day you stop worrying whether or not someone is ignoring you is the day you get busy as fuck living your own life. I mean, I feel like you're a sign that typically does that anyway. You keep busy. Drink water and mind your own fucking business. Wow, that is 2 cards with the same common thread. What is happening? Enough said. Drink water, mind your own fucking business. Ugh, I have a feeling, guys, I don't want to be rude or anything, but really take this one to heed because this one could be keeping you out of trouble. Okay? And you don't need that right now in your life, any kind of trouble. All right, guys, I'll see you over at Extended. Thank you for tuning in. Leave it all down below because this is the best way for me to remember you guys in my community. And I will see you in the next one.